The biggest expenses in life come from rent, transportation, and food. So, if you don't need a place to live, you can survive without eating food, and you never need to go anywhere. You're set, you're good. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe. But that is not the case. Even though it is impossible to cut those three expenses out altogether, there are plenty of ways that you can reduce them and ways that you can reduce other expenses in your life as well. By doing so, you'll be saving a ton of money, which you'll be able to invest and save. And that's when you'll really start to see your bank account grow. Hey guys, it's Michael here. Welcome back to today's video. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. In today's video, I am really excited, really excited to share with you 6 ways that you can save more money in your life and be able to start saving and hopefully retire early. So hopefully you're sitting down, get ready, because here we go. Number 1 is to get out of debt. And let's just start off with debt sucks. No one likes being in debt because debt is a real threat to your financial security in your life. It prevents you from spending the money that you make and you earn every single day. It prevents you from spending that money on things you want. Instead, you have to worry about paying monthly bills to pay off your debt. Think about it. Your debt payments could be going towards things that are actually important, things that you actually want, like an education, college fund, a new house. It could be going to so many more things rather than having to make those silly, dumb, annoying debt payments every single month. Another reason that paying off debt will help you make money, save money, is because it'll allow you to do things that you really want to do in your life. And this is a big issue because many people get stuck in the vicious cycle of doing what they want to do, keep doing that, and then they go further and further into debt. They never are able to pay off that debt because they just think, oh, I'm gonna do what I want, I'll be able to pay it off. But if you never pay off that debt in the first place and you keep acting the same way, keep doing the same stuff in your life, you'll never be able to pay it off. Finally, paying off debt will reduce the stress in your life. And let's be honest, everyone could use a little less stress in their life. Think about it. Always having that debt bill hovering over you like a dark cloud. It follows you everywhere. And you have to always think about it because you always have to pay it. Otherwise, it just keeps increasing. So, by simply paying off your debt, getting out of debt completely, you'll be so free. It'll be liberating to not have to worry about payment hovering over you. Number 2 is to downsize. And I know most of you don't want to hear this. You're like, I like my house, I like where I live, I don't want to move. But housing is one of the biggest expenses in your life. And you could save so much money by simply reducing and downsizing, reducing how much you spend every month. You could easily save $500 to $1,000 every single month by downsizing. So let me explain. Most people have big houses. Everyone thinks the bigger the house, the better. The bigger apartment, the better. But that's not the case because you're going into debt, you're saving, you're spending so much money that you could be using for other things. Think about it. A lot of the rooms in your houses you never even use. Do you need that extra living room, that extra bedroom that no one ever goes in? Probably not. Another thing is people have so much clutter, so much stuff in their house that never, ever gets touched. You can go years without touching like that book on the shelf or even that chair. No one ever uses that. It's just there to take up space. Imagine how much more money you'd make if you downsized, sold that stuff, and then you still didn't have to pay as much for your place. You'd save so much money. Number 3 is don't eat out at restaurants. Now, there are so many things you could do with food that would reduce your expenses, save you money, and help you invest and make money in your life. But we're gonna just talk about a couple of them. So first is don't go to restaurants. By going to restaurants, you're spending so much more money than you have to. You could save so much by simply staying at home, cooking your meals, and just that simple. But if you want to go even further, make sure and try to buy frozen food and cook in a bigger batch. That means that you'll have leftovers for another day, another meal, and you won't have to spend as much. Another thing you could do to reduce your expenses with food is to make sure you have the same thing for breakfast every single day. By doing this, you can buy larger quantities in bulk, save money right there. Another thing, which no, most of you aren't gonna listen, but going to Starbucks. Yeah, I know, Starbucks, and it's gonna be hard, but going to Starbucks, you're spending so much money. You can spend $5 on a cup of coffee when you can make that same cup of coffee at home for 30 cents. Think about it. Every single day, spending that $5 versus 30 cents in a year, that's like an extra, I don't know, $1,600 that you could have saved, but simply not going to Starbucks and getting a coffee, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, whatever, by getting that coffee every day. If you made it at home, you save a lot of money on food, drinks, all of that. Number 4 is reduce your fitness expenses. So most people, they want to stay healthy. You know, you have to stay healthy. That's good for your life. But a lot of people could spend $300 a month going to a gym. Even if they spend $100 a month going to a gym, that's more than you have to. And if you're really trying to save money and make money by having more to invest, you shouldn't be spending that much. So what you can do is, there are plenty of free options. First of all, you can go outside, run. Your apartment complex might have a gym as it is that you already have to pay for. Another thing you can do is, if you're looking for classes, you can find cheaper classes. For example, there are plenty of gyms where it averages out to be $2, $3 a class or a day if you go every day, like when you go. But if you're looking for completely free options, what you can do is go to YouTube, search up some fitness influencers, and find someone you like. They post workouts all the time. They have workouts for everything. You can look at those workouts, go do them at a cheaper gym, and that's one way that you can save a lot each month but still stay healthy and, maintain your fitness. Number 5 is to use your credit cards, but use them responsibly. I know you're like, what is he saying? Why is he telling me to use a credit card? Why doesn't he talk about saving money and not getting into debt? So let me explain. Using credit cards is actually a good thing if you treat it like a debit card. Meaning, if you don't have the money to buy something in your checking account, don't use your credit card and go over that. It's simple. And by using your credit card, you'll earn so many rewards, so many points. You'll save a lot of money, because the credit card companies offer sign-up bonuses when you get a credit card, where they could give you a couple $100s. They offer frequent flyer miles, rewards and points, cash back, and they even give you a grace period to pay off your card, which is great because in the meantime, even though you shouldn't spend more than you have, the money that you have could be making you money with stocks and in other investments. So that is another good reason to use your credit cards, because they do give you points, they do give you cash back. They are actually pretty good if you treat them like a debit card account, where if you don't have the money, you don't use your credit card. Because if you do, that will be bad. You will go into more debt, and all of these tips are for nothing then. Number 6 is to take risks, and take them early, take them often. And I know what you're thinking, why is this dude telling me to take risks? Isn't it supposed to be about saving money and making money? Why is he telling me to, use a credit card? This makes no sense. Well, the reason that you should take risks and you take them early, take them often, is because sometimes the reward is just so great that it would be silly for your finances to not take that risk. For example, if there's something you love to do and you currently have a job, quitting your job might not make sense and was a huge risk, and you probably shouldn't do it if you have no other way to make money. But if you've been watching and you make investments and you make some passive income each month that can help you and get you started, it would be a good idea to maybe quit your job. You have to weigh the upsides and the downsides, because maybe if you quit your job and you did something you actually love, you could make 3, 4, 5 times as much money. And turning that sort of thing down, especially when you're young, would be insane. Would you really want to turn down an opportunity to make 3 times as much as you currently do, and making it doing what you love? Probably not. It would be better to just take that risk, live more humbly, live like a minimalist, save money with what you're making, so then you can do that and you can take that opportunity. You can always find another job, especially if you're young. It would be so easy to take that risk where you can make a lot of money Because you can always get another job. Even if you're older, everyone can always find another job. You just submit 100 applications somewhere. Easy. I'm not telling you to play the lottery or go gamble or do something crazy, because like those have huge upsides, but they're so unlikely to happen. But for risking your life where it's pretty probable that you could succeed, you should take it. Cutting back on expenses is not easy. Let me tell you that right now. And if you try to take all of these tips right away, try to implement all of them into your life, you're gonna fail. Because it takes a lot of discipline and focus and concentration just to do one of these things right. So what I would recommend is to put one of these things into your life. Choose one that you like a lot and the best. Implement it into your life and work towards really doing that. Put that in for a couple months. Once you got it, or a couple weeks, once you got it, try and add another one. And slowly you'll start to save more and more money. You'll see your bank account and your savings start to grow greatly. And then you'll be able to invest your money, make passive income, and you'll be able to live a life of more financial freedom. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. A lot of you aren't subscribed, so if you aren't, please do that now. Also, please like my video down below. And as a reminder, if you'd like 2 free stocks, use my link for Webull in the description below. If you'd like 1 free stock, use the link for Robinhood. And if you'd like $5, use my link for Acorns Investing App. I post a minimum of 3 times a week on this channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.